Dear students, in this video, we are going to discuss about inserting at the beginning of the list. So here, this is circular linked list. So here I have given the list already existing. So what are the elements we are having? 4, 6 and 7, and these are their addresses. And head contains the address of the first element, that is 2000, and the tail contains the address of the last element, last node, that is 4000. Okay, and now I'm going to insert a new node at the beginning. So what I have to do, first I have to create the new node. New node is created with data 3, its address is 1000, and as you know well, new node of next will be null always. So this node I would like to insert at the beginning, that means before 4. Now this diagram, right side diagram, you see here 3 is inserted now, so it is inserted before 4. So at the beginning of the list I inserted, and its address is 1000 now. Who is the head now? Previously head points to the element 4, but now 3 is the first element, so it head should contain the address of the element 3. So I changed head is equal to 1000, so head is pointing this one. Okay, and one more thing also we have to do. Previously the last node contains the address of element 4, but now element 3 is the first element, so its address is 1000. So here also we have to do the changes. So that means the last nodes next will be first node's address, so that is 1000. So that is, it is pointing to the 3. Okay, so this is what the concept through the diagram I explained. Now next we will see the coding part for this case. Okay, now this is the coding we have written for the insertion at the beginning of the circular linked list. So here the function name is insertion at the beginning with the data. Okay, I am, that means this function is using the argument which is passed from the main function. So here we have the main function. From the main function we are calling this function, so the control will come here, and what are the tasks given, everything will be completed. After completing, again it will go to the main function from where it is called. Okay, what is the name of the function? I said insertion at the beginning. From here I am passing the data 3. As per the diagram, the data is 3 now. Okay, so here we are talking about the insertion part. Insertion means we have to create the new node. So the same 4 lines as we discussed in the single linked list also, that is for creation of new node. Creation of new node. What are the steps involved in this? Let us see one by one. First I have to declare the struct node. Okay, so first I have to declare the new node with the data type struct node. New node is the pointer which stores the address of the node. Okay, and then by using DMA, dynamic memory allocation, I allocated the space. First I declared new node, and next I allocated the space for that, and next new node of data, that means this is 1000 for example. So new node will contain the address of this, so that it is pointing here. New node of data, this is new node of data. Here what is the data? I said 3 will be stored. Okay, and the next new node of next is equal to null, this is the value. So new node of next is equal to null, I created. This is first portion of this coding. So first 4 lines for creation of the new node. The same thing we discussed for single linked list. Okay, and next here 2 cases we are having. One is, suppose the list is totally empty, we are only going to create, how it will be. And the next one is, if the list is existing, how we have to insert in the beginning of the list. So first let us discuss the case 1. List is empty. How can we understand list is empty? As I said, now head equal to null. So this is the condition. If head equal to null means it is not pointing anyone. So what I have to do, I created the new node. Here the head will point this new node, so that it address will be 1000. That's all. So this is what I have to do. Here 2 pointers I said, one is head and another one is tail. Okay, head contains the address of the first node and tail contains the address of the last node. But in this case the list is totally empty. Whatever I created, that will be the head as well as tail for this case. That's what here, head equal to new node, tail equal to new node. And we completed this part. Okay, if the list is empty, this part will be executed and terminate the function. If not, suppose the list is already existing, so I have to insert. So what I have to do now, listen carefully here. These 2 lines I will explain with the help of diagram. So new node of next is equal to head and head equal to new node. Let us see this case. Now you see first line, new node of next is equal to head. So this is the new node I have created. It's next in this place. I should store the address of the element 4. 2000 should come here, where the 2000 is present in the head. So first, that is what, 2000 should come to new node of next. So here 2000 will come. So that this will point this 4. First step I have done. Second step, now 3 will become the head. Okay. So new node address is 1000, right? It is assigned to head. Now you see here head equal to new node address 1000 I stored, so that it will point the new node 3, right? So this operation we have done, and the second this operation, first operation and second operation we have done. So we attached with this, everything is over. Okay, now at the end, okay, now listen carefully. What I have to do is this part. Okay, this is else part completed. With this bracket it is over. Next, either empty list or otherwise existing list, I added this. After adding that, I have to do this part. What is that? Now you see, this is tail of next is this portion. So tail of next is equal to, previously it is 2000, it is pointing element 4, but now it has to point 3. So tail of next, this is tail of next. Tail of next is equal to head. What is the value present in the head? 1000. So 1000 should go here, so that it will point the first node. So either in case of empty list or the existing list, this is the last step we have to do it. Okay, for example, empty list means what node I created? 3 with null will be there, and previously the case is head equal to tail equal to null, right? So what I have to do, if suppose this is the new node I created, what is the address of the new node? 1000 I said. So once I created this, head equal to new node I have to write. So what will happen? Head will become 1000. It is pointing here, right? This is head. And what I said, tail also the same. This is tail, and here 1000 will be there. Okay, it is also pointing here. Head and tail are same. At the end, finally, once it is over, what I have to do? Tail of next. Who is tail of next? Should be equal to head. So head value, if I assign like this, what will happen? Now you see here 1000 means it is pointing the same. This is the circular linked list concept. Okay, so this is the main part. Why I have given in the red color, in the sense, if you compare the codings with the single linked list, this is the only one term we have to include. Remaining everything will be same, so that you can understand clearly about the concept, and moreover preparing the coding also very much easy for you. That is the reason I have given only what is the modification than the single linked list, I have given in red color. I hope you understand the coding part. Now let us see the animation. Now we will start the animation part. So here the function name is insertion at the beginning with the data. Okay. And here first we are talking about a empty list. So here head equal to null and the tail is also equal to null. Okay. So first, what is the first step? Head null and tail also null. Data is equal to 3. I created the new node with the 4 steps. Actually, in the animation, it is skipped, but let me explain. New node is created with the address 1000, and its next point is data is filled with that. As you know, well, the new nodes of next will be null. We have to make it, that point is missed over here, null. And the next, what is happening here? Empty list. That's what head equal to null. So what I have to assign, head value and tail both should point to the new node. Okay, and next, new node of next is equal to head, so it is pointing to the same thing here because it contains only one node. Okay, this is over because this is empty list, and then it terminates the function, right? And the next part, what is that? If suppose we are trying for this existing list, this is if condition for empty list and the else condition for existing list. Now we will see the existing list. See here, existing list, it contains 4, 6, and 7. All the addresses are given. Head is pointing the first node and the tail is pointing the last node as per the diagram. Now let us see. Okay, data 3, I am going to insert at the beginning of the list. So new node is created, data is 3. Actually, new node of next will be null. Okay, later we are assigning this part. New node of next is equal to head value assigned, so that it will go before 4, and head value is assigned as new node. So head is equal to 1000. At the end, what we are doing? Tail of next is equal to head, that is assigned. So in this way, you can understand insertion at the beginning, of the circular linked list. I hope you understand the diagram. Now let us see the algorithm part for that. Now we are talking about algorithm. First, create a new node and call it as what is the name we have given. As per the coding, whatever I have written, this is new node, and allocate memory for that. Okay, allocate memory for that. New node of data we have to fill up, and the new node of next will be null. Okay, this is the case for list is empty, the condition is head is null, set head to new node and set tail to new node. And the next point will be, if the list contains elements, then we have to do the two modification. One is head to new node of next. After that, whatever the new node we created, it should act as the head. These are the 2 points. Once everything is settled, finally we have to do it tails of next to the head, so that what happens now, we can maintain the circular nature of the list. That's all about the algorithm. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. We will continue in the next video.